Hello, ladies and gents. I am the Rev, and we are back with more of the Outer World. This looks familiar, doesn't it? As in, this is where the generator and power switches are in Edgewater. Yeah, the geothermal plant. And we are going to be continuing and finishing up Star-Crossed Troopers. We got a nice boss fight in this one. But we've got to go to the abandoned settlement here behind us. I think we killed off one of the Marauder captains. I don't remember, but this isn't
I'd
too
wager this is
incredibly
the
tough.
Down they go! Everyone all right?
Oh no! Oh well. Oh well.
Hey, take a gander. Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it. Oh no. Oh no. What did you do? Oh.
Yeah. Never should have left the contract. I thought Marnik was bad. Books can pause if you want to read all that.
They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you. The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses. Ugh. At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I'm glad. If she were still alive now, it'd break her to know the truth. Yeah, maybe. I'm used to disappointment. She was still so naive as to let it hurt her every time it happened. Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mana Queen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick. Not unless you happen to be familiar with the ins and outs of Mana Queen behavioral patterns.
No, not really.
Never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
Ba-boom. And there's a reason. Again, I didn't want to say anything at the beginning of the video just to make sure I was correct. But so we need to go to Scylla, and then we need to go to Scylla to see and find out where Dr. Dorset is. So hold on, I'm going to sell this stuff off. I'll see you guys back on the ship.
Destination reached. Scylla.
Hey, you got a minute?
No, not really. So what he wants to do is he gives us a mission to
This is real space, isn't it?
go meet his old friend that came out of
see the light.
nowhere, and there's a bunch of shady
look up at
stuff. We
night.
go back to Edgewater. We'll get to it eventually. I'll talk to him at some point. But I think the doctor's over there.
Everyone all right?
Yeah, these are the ones you guys we saw in the commercials a whole bunch.
Don't mess with us.
Oh, there's the big in there. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Bunch of bits and pieces of ships floating around here. You can pick up some moolah.
Go. Everyone all right?
I don't remember if there was anything else up here. I think those are just old, beat up old ships. Oh, here we go. Looks for you, dude. Seems like people just get chewed up when they work for these companies.
Nice
Cut the
work.
butt. Poor guys.
That's the last of them.
Ooh, and that's that in ray. You get nailed with that when you fight these guys. Yeah, they were on the commercials, both on the moon and Edgewater had some.
That explains how we ain't dead. And without the pylons, all the O2 this thing's cracking from the ice would just drift off.
Ought to leave well enough alone.
Okay, now we got to kill two birds with one stone here. Ooh, so much stuff.
That's the last of them.
No. Keep ignoring that stuff. Like I said, you don't have to screw with those. And I don't need the perk points.
All full empty
Game's
right
easy
here.
enough as is on normal.
Where'd everybody go?
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Is that a science? Oh, it is. It's another one of the science weapon. This weapon was created by an unknown and possibly quite deranged scientist. Exactly how it works and why is a mystery and has never been oh my god. Mandibular Re-arranger, huh? Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah. So what all that is basically he's like, hey, we found all this stuff, and then that's it. They can't find any more, so everything winds up getting shut down on them.
Here they go!
Nice.
Great work.
Thank you. Now, the information about the scientist should be around here. We'll go kill this last one, this last group of guys here. Then we'll turn on that. Let's see.
last of them.
Ooh. Let's see. Oh, look at that. We ran right by him. There's a group of guys down here we didn't kill either. Here they are.
Good shooting.
But yeah, you can come here earlier if you want. But you might get lit up because these guys aren't exactly easy. And we were just over here and he just wasn't it just wasn't a thing. Kind of weird in this direction, I suppose.
Hey, outlaw.
Everyone all right?
Detected. Signs indicative of sudden, violent crash landing.
Yep, that's me. No big deal. Just shrugging off my injuries as I stroll away from another flaming impact crater.
Also detecting constipation, hair loss, reduced fertility due to tight trousers. Recommend stimulant injection.
Hair loss? You take that back. Tremendous work, friend. Here I was readying a daring maneuver, and you've come and saved me the trouble.
Symptoms detected. Elevated heart rate, dilated pupils, increased sweat production. Subject appears to be terrified.
I'm not terrified, you bucket of bolts. That's victory sweat. The one and only. Wait, who's asking? Wanda didn't send you, did she? I swear, land on Groundbreaker even a moment tardy, and that busybody's already been up your ass an hour. You tell her these automechs are coming, and sending a hired stooge to rescue me from certain peril only furthers my delay. No offense. Magnificent. And do please give Wanda my chilliest regards.
Okay, so now it is back to her home planet, and we will finish the quest line, I think, up there. So hold on, we come back, we'll be back on her planet. Alrighty guys, real quick, I forgot to do something with Ellie here.
Hey, Cap. Outstanding. These ought to be enough. Let's get back to Monarch.
There we go, back to Monarch.
There's an old base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's brood to get to the center. We'll set the bait there. Password to the door is Charon.
Alright, so hold on folks.
Hey, boss.
Alrighty folks, we are back. You can see here we are. That's where we're heading. We'll run up here, take on this big old beast of a thing we've got to fight. Shouldn't be too terribly difficult. Plasma Rifle 2.0. Yeah, but the plasma rifles are just, they take forever. You can, they're semi-automatic, so you have to pull the trigger each time.
Wow. I'm ready. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Here we go.
Get some. Piece of advice I have, go through, kill everything before you put down any of the glands.
So it's done, Captain?
Yeah, that's where you put the gland, but
Great work.
okay. And then as soon as we plant that gland, this is where it's gonna pop on us. All right. Do all kinds of stuff here.
Well, this is the spot. You know, I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end. But I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. The first night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur. Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building. We hauled in steel, hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first, but for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable. She had a head for numbers, helped us trade hides for food and materials, negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name, 1 family. Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong. Here they come.
Ooh. Ooh. All right.
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you. You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everyone's medallions to rest. What? Why? Them's painful memories, Captain. Huh. That ain't a bad point. All right, Captain. Thanks.
A few more things to pick up. I think that's it. Yep. Alrighty, folks. Do me a favor and jump on your old social media. Give her a share. If you haven't joined the channel yet, I put out videos usually 6 days a week, so always a lot of content coming your way, and almost 2,000 videos in the playlists section. So jump on deck, help me out, support the channel, and keep your heads down, all guns up, and I and my band of merry crew will see you again real damn soon.